Okay, so we're live. Let's just go and view the slide, or just view the slideshow. All right, and so basically we're going to be reviewing where we didn't finish in our previous lecture, and we're going to go straight in. Okay, we're going to find the function rule, which is our f of n kind of function, and we're going to find the 20th term. And so to do that, um, I am going to actually get out my pen tool. So let's get out my pen. And I will find the constant difference. And so when you're doing these type of problems, your first step is to find the constant difference, right? And so let's find our constant difference. The value in this case is going up by 6, right? The value in this case is also going up by 6. The value in this case is going by 6 forever. And so we can assume that the constant difference will be 6. And so our second step is that we want to multiply this to our nth term. And so let's multiply 6 into 1. We get 6. However, we're still missing 3. And so in order to get up that 3, we're going to have to subtract it by 3. And so therefore, our function rule would be 6 times n. 6n will be simply this side right here, whichever term that we have. So 6 times n minus 3. And so I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to try this out with some of our terms. And let me actually change the color. All right. Color, please. In color. All right. And so for the first term, like I said, let's plug this in. That's going to be 6 minus 3. That's going to be equal to 3. 3, that's correct. 2 times 6 minus 3, which is going to be equal to 9. 3 times 6 minus 3, that's going to be equal to 15, and that we know this is correct. Let's go on. All right. So there are 20 people in a competition. If each were to play one game with everyone else, how many games would that be? And so this is very similar to our handshakes formula, or our handshakes problem that we talked about in class. And so simply, we're going to use the same formula for this, which is, if you remember, n times the quantity n minus 1 divided by 2, right? And so this is fairly simple from here. Let me change the color. Let's change that to black. And let's just plug in 20 for n, because n represents the number of people. So 20 times 19 is going to be divisible by 2. And I'm just going to pull out my calculator here. However, you could just do it in your head. And that would be 380 divided by 2, if I'm not mistaken. We can just plug that into the handy calculator if I know where it is. So I will find it right now. It's on my phone. So let's go and check it out. Let's go to the scientific calculator app, and that would be 20 times 19, right? 20 times 19, that's 380. We divide by 2, which obviously is going to be 190, right? 190. And so we can play 190 games, which is a lot of games, right? Now, I've gone over this in the previous lecture, but I've added the pentagon, and so I think this is pretty cool and important. So I'm going to write down the formula, of course. This is how we start out with doing problems. And so I'm going to write down n times quantity n minus 3 over 2. All right. And that'll be equal to the number of sides we have. In this case, right? In this case, it'll be equal to 4 times 4 minus 3, which is 1, divided by 2, which is 2. In this case, it's going to be 5. So that's going to be 5 times 2 over 2, which is also equal to 5. If I'm not mistaken, right? This is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 minus 3, 2. That's correct. And let me show you actually a visual of what this might look like. So let's change our color. And so we have a diagonal going from here to there, and another diagonal going from there to there. And those are our two diagonals. And let's go try this for this. There to there. Right. And then from this point, it's going to be from there to there. From this point, there. Right. and those are the diagonals formed. That's pretty cool. And so let's keep going on, and I believe this is the last slide, and we're going to be done. But in the next video, I'm going to be talking about like overlapping and proving angles and stuff, and so that's going to be cool. And of course, we're going to start off by writing down the formula. So let's write down the formula, which is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're given 2 points, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward what we can do from here. So first we have to assign our y2 and our y1 values, and I'll assign standard y2 and y1 values. So let's assume this is our y1, or y2 actually, and y1. All right, and this would be our x2 and x1. Right, and so let's plug those numbers in. So 5 up, anyways, 5 minus 4 over 4 minus 3, right? Which is going to be equal to 1 over 1, which is also equal to 1. And so we know that our slope has a rise over run of 1, or the slope has 1. And so that is our video, and I will see you in the next one. So let's close this off.